Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Network Merchandise Shop. Check out our large assortment of logo merch and our lifestyle collection as well. Just head over to abvnetwork.com and click on shop. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss what bourbon options we have during grass cutting season. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cool, Lenny Eckstein, and Dimitri Kane.
Hey, gang, what's up?
You guys.
Hello.
All right. All right. By a show of hands, who actually cuts their grass at their house?
Does it count if you pay someone?
No, that doesn't count. So me, Kathy, and Dimitri, we are actually grass cutters. So yeah, we're going to be talking about this. Lenny doesn't cut his own grass.
I have. I just stopped last year.
Just last year, huh? Why? And what leads you to stop?
I got whiskey to make.
Okay. But you had whiskey to make the previous 9 years too. And
if it was up to me, I'd let the grass grow long. But you know, it's not up to me. So
don't you shut off bourbon production in the summertime during grass growing season?
I've got stuff to do.
Okay. As long as we're on the same page here, you're not being truthful, but that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. All right. And McNew, have you ever cut the grass at all?
Yeah. Okay. So
because I can see you getting mad, like maybe Chris has been busy working a lot of hours. Also, he's not cutting. And you get mad, and you're like, "I'll teach him. I'll cut this myself." Because you get that way, you get spiteful about stuff when it's not done on your terms, whatever your terms are.
I do want things like done like right now because I like things to look nice. Right. And this man would let the grass grow forever if the HOA fight us. He doesn't give a fuck. I do. So I did try that once, but we have this giant riding mower and it's just cumbersome. It's hard to steer. I don't like it. So honestly, this summer, like I'm going to get a push mower and just do it myself because I would prefer that than trying to drive this contraption. So
yeah, McNew driving something doesn't
not great. And now we have a fence I can run into. It's just not going to work for me. So I am going to get a push mower just to be spiteful, honestly. Because I want it done when I want it done. So, yes.
I mean, when Dr. Pooper Scooper comes by, are you just like immediately out there cutting the grass? Because you got so many dogs. If you wait a day, there's going to be so many landmines out there.
It's rough out there right now. I won't lie.
Oh my God. She pays a guy and he takes it with him. I don't know what he does with it. I guess I'd launch it on the side of the road. I mean,
like if he's like maybe he's cloning my dogs with it. I don't know. That would actually be pretty cool. Like
that's definitely what he's doing.
He's cloning your dogs. Yeah. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. Why else would he take that? Yeah.
What else would you want to do with it? I don't know.
Yeah. So everybody's looking for ill-behaved dogs. So yeah, clearly people want clones of these dogs. So yes, your house isn't get destroyed quick enough. So yeah, you need to get one of McNew's dogs to really get that thing going. So yeah.
Wild.
All right. Well, Lenny, you said there's something you wanted to talk about. That wasn't even a small talk topic. What do you got, man?
I mean, the weather per usual was pretty epic in Colorado. And while I was not mowing my lawn today, I was pondering some of the summer music and festivals that I either have gotten tickets to or I'm going to. And, now that social distancing can suck it and nobody's doing that anymore, thankfully, just wondering if you guys have picked up any tickets for shows, music festivals, anything of the like.
Yeah. I have not. I kind of go through these things because I don't really like crowds.
I agree.
Then I'll go through things where I start buying concert tickets, and then I buy a lot, and then I go to see everything. Once you commit to buy one, it's like, well, then I want to go see this too and that. And I'm right now, I'm in one of those phases where I'm not buying any concert tickets. I'm not going to see anything. So no, I don't have anything I've got right now. So I had a bunch lined up before COVID, like the Rolling Stones and a bunch of other ones. And those all ultimately got canceled. So I didn't get to see those, and I haven't bought anything since. So
sounds exciting.
Concert. Well, I got a boring life, I guess. I don't know. Dimitri, you go to any concerts? I'm guessing no.
I just went to Eric Church.
Okay.
He went to that this year. He was great.
Oh my gosh, it was phenomenal. Always wanted to see him live. It was great. Mm-hmm. And then this is our first season actually being open to the public. So we're actually just booking a bunch of bands,
right?
Nice.
Local bands, because we're just like, so I don't have tickets anymore this summer, but we've got I think 35 different local bands.
Oh wow,
that are going to be at the distillery. So
nice.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. McNew, how about you?
Concert wise, no. Like we have those outdoor amphitheaters, right, where there's always big summer tours coming through. I just don't find them as fun as I used to be. Like I don't like crowds, and I think that surprises people that I don't like crowds. But I'm just like, I don't want drunk people touching me. Like it gets sweaty and nasty out there. I just don't find them fun anymore. But
sweaty.
Bert Kreischer, he's doing a little small stadium tour. He's going to be in Dayton and Louisville in June. So I will be getting tickets to one of those because I adore him.
I love that guy. Yeah, he's awesome.
He is definitely on my list of tickets. They went on sale today, but I probably actually should order those right now. But
yeah. Please take a break and order those. You got to get them. Yeah. Kathy, how about you?
It's always so hot.
Right.
Gross here. That the outdoor stuff. I mean, I
like
used
Riverport
to go,
Amphitheater. My God,
I used to go. All
I got places sweating that I didn't know sweated.
I know. And
my God, I got bat wings going on down there.
Cranky now, and I'm just like,
that's terrible.
Shut up! Get off me! Go away!
Yeah, they get good concerts.
But I did go see Jimmy Buffett at Wrigley Field.
Okay,
and that was really fun.
Sounds fun. Sounds fun.
Yeah.
No one can
and those seats, that was pretty tightly packed, and it worked out.
Right. All right, Lenny.
I mean, sweat's not really a thing in Colorado, so I mean, maybe it's a different culture. We don't sweat out here.
It's miserable in the Midwest in the summer. Those outdoor concerts get rough.
With that beautiful mountain air.
Yeah, I'll run with that. Yeah, we, Steve, you've been out and. You've been by the Surf Hotel. We went out there for dinner.
Yeah, it's a cool place. Cool place.
Yeah, they've got a pretty cool little music venue out front, and
I saw that. Nothing was going on there, but I did see it. So yeah.
Yeah, they just booked for late May. I just picked up tickets for Thievery Corporation, so I'm excited about that.
Okay.
I too don't like crowds, so I'll be on the periphery, the outskirts,
right?
Sipping a drink and not touching too many people. But I'm looking forward to that, and. Yeah, now I'll probably catch some Red Rock shows. There's one in particular I'm definitely going to. So
okay, can you say what it is?
Oh yeah, I can say. Actually, this is kind of a neat one. So I've got friends with this guy Amos Lee. He's a performer.
Sure,
from Philadelphia.
I've been to one of his shows.
Okay, cool. So he's playing Red Rocks. He actually this is kind of a whatever on another bourbon podcast. He was being interviewed by someone.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. But
other bourbon
talking about Colorado whiskey. He was like, "Hey, my buddy owns Deer Hammer." I was like, "Fuck yeah! Thanks for the shout out."
He said that.
Does Justine know about this?
That's who took me to an Amos Lee concert. Was Justine. So
he's great though, and he's playing Red Rock.
He was a good performer. I didn't really know his stuff, but
good songwriter, super talented.
He's good. He's good. Yeah, I like him. I like him. Yeah,
but that's all I got.
That's all you got. All right. Well, there you go. That Red Rock Amphitheater, I think that's a bucket list for anybody who likes concerts. Everybody wants to get there.
But no.
If we had a Red Rocks, everybody would go.
Yeah, that was on my list this year, but fucking Turnpike sold out in 5 minutes, so now I don't even want to go because I wanted to go see Turnpike.
Yeah, well, that's exciting, Turnpike. All right, it's time to drink. What is it we're drinking? I'll go first. I've got from Traverse City Whiskey. I've got a flavored whiskey here. This is their cherry flavored whiskey, because this group is big fans of flavored whiskey. So here we go. That's decent. That's not bad. That's not a little 200 milliliter bottle.
In defense of Traverse, they're a family farm. They're not fucking.
They're a family farm. They're not.
Right.
It's not flavored out of a lab. It's actually the cherries that they grow, which is kind of cool. It's a cool story. They do an event each year where they feature the batch, and they do a thing over, I don't know, it's not Zoom, but it's something like that. And it's a cool event to go to. They send you this cool little kit that has this in there and a couple other things. So I do it every year because I like to support Traverse City, and they're a good whiskey company. So
how is that not called cherry pop?
It should be. That's what they should call it, right? Because it's pop up in Michigan.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I've got the lead. I may win this thing. We'll see. If it wasn't a lot, but we'll see. It hasn't been a night of great cork pop. So, what do you got there, Dimitri? You're looking around.
Yeah, I was gonna figure out what one has the tightest cork here. So
that's rude. That's rude.
Looking across the bar because I'm like, I'm not gonna lose this for. So I am sipping on another local. You guys all know Wood Hat.
Sure. Yeah.
So I've got one of Wood Hat's bourbons. Gary Heingart. It's kind of a farm distillery out there. He makes some of the most cool and interesting corn whiskeys here in Missouri. So.
Oh yeah.
So this is Bloody Butcher Red. So.
Okay.
Yep. There we go.
Okay. Basie. McNew, who's got the lead? Me or Dimitri there?
Honestly, Dimitri's sound crisper on my end.
Okay, fair enough.
Question.
No matter how wrong we think something is, when we throw it to a judge, we have to accept their decision. So I just have to live with that, no matter what. All right, Kathy, you're next. What do you got? Dimitri's our lead.
Four Roses single barrel.
Okay. Well, I think that was poor form. That looks like a very full bottle, and you did sideways. You got straight out. You bent it sideways. No. And now once it's popped, it's gone. So yeah, that I just feel like that was a poorly played.
I've learned my lesson, Steve. I'll do better next time.
Yeah, that was sad. That was the winner, but
you can stop
no.
yelling at me now.
No, it's not. Dimitri is our leader. All right, what do you got there, McNew?
Old Bow 1910.
Okay. No, not enough. All right, so Lenny, you're next.
Well, in the spirit of lawnmower bourbons, I've got some Jim Beam bonded. I was deceived by this bottle. I thought it actually had a cork. And
no, that's a screw top.
I was surprised that it looked like it. Anyway, I think this screw top will be enough to beat Kathy. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, you got more pop out of it than Kathy got with her.
It did beat me.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, I'll tell you what though, Dimitri wins. I don't know if there's ever won a cork pop before. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
All right. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about what options are out there for bourbon drinkers now that it is grass cutting time. We'll do that in just a few. Hello, this is Steve Akeley of the ABV Network. Let's talk about the people who make this show happen. First up is Leatherwood Distillery in Pleasant View, Tennessee. Company founder Andy Lang started distilling as a hobby while serving his country as an elite Green Beret. Andy distilled all over the world during his time in the military and brought this passion back to him in the U.S. when he returned home. A visit to Leatherwood combines Andy Lang's unique distilled spirits and a museum of artifacts from his time serving the U.S. Share a drink with a fallen soldier at their bar where you can grab an acrylic bio off the wall that celebrates the individuals who gave the ultimate sacrifice to protect his or her country. They will also ship their distilled spirits directly to you, so check them out at leatherwooddistillery.com. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent visits to Kentucky. Today, he's leading the way for young distillers making their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery combines family history, a look at what makes their products unique, and of course a tasting through their whiskeys, moonshines, and creams. Check them out at neelyfamilydistillery.com and visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
This is Freddie Mills, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking grass cutting bourbons.
Yes, we are. So what are our options out there, folks? And if you're not cutting your grass, I'm talking about just outdoor activities in general. Everybody's outside doing something. What do we do with our bourbon when it comes this time of the year?
Highballs. It's highball season.
Highball season is great. Highballs are perfect. That's
mules, ginger or Kentucky
mules
mule.
are good. They're so cold. I mean, that's perfect. Yeah, the old Kentucky mule.
I dig a highball, but something I've been curious about. So this is like, to me, the only flaw of a highball is that you mix 2 ounces of bourbon and crack like some soda water. You pour it in there over ice, and it's like it's kind of fizzy. But I wish there was a little more effervescence. And I'm wondering. Have you guys?
That's what I thought every time too. I wish. More effervescence.
If we're gonna
Maybe
get
it's the altitude. Do you lose your effervescence at the altitude?
Quite possibly. But I got this theory. I haven't tried it yet. What if you guys have had Topo Chico before? That it's like super bubbly water.
I get it in the summer because I like to make ranch water with it.
Yeah. I feel like that's the answer to the non-effervescent highball. That's
okay. A splash of that in there. You're
Topo Chico, yeah, that would probably.
Topo Chico, okay.
It's a mineral water, so I feel like it helps prevent a hangover too. You can have more.
Sure. From Dr. McNew, yeah, that's who I go to for my hangover needs. Yes. Yeah. Okay. What else is a good summer? Let's not forget the bourbon slush. I mean, that's the classic.
What is bourbon slush?
So the bourbon slush, I can send you a recipe, but in general, it's like orange juice, like the concentrate, the frozen stuff. You add that, and then there's this iced tea mix. It's like the crystallized things. It's left over from like the 70s. It's still down the grocery aisle for some reason. Maybe it's just for bourbon slushes. It's like a low proof bourbon. You don't want to put high proof in there because you want the consistency to be like a snow cone. If you put like 115 proof in there, it's not going to freeze to the right level. So yeah, you put like a nice 80 proof. It comes out just like a snow cone, and it's good. Woo,
I just got a slushy machine, so I think I have to put that into play.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man! You'll sell a ton of them. Yeah,
done.
My mom used to make a whiskey sour slush thing punch. She would like freeze the maraschino cherries in the pineapple juice, and then make this big bowl of frozen whiskey sour. Put those in there.
Your mom sounds awesome.
Yeah,
I guess it was a 70s thing. And you take your little punch cup, you just scoop it out, and
sounds awesome. Yeah. I like it. That sounds like a good option. Yeah.
I'll ask her the recipe.
Okay.
You know, my go-to, I do, like we were talking about, I like a highball, but I've been known to, well documented, fill up a, like a 40-ounce bottle with 38 ounces of water, and then pour 2 ounces of bourbon in there. And less if I'm going to the gym, but if I'm mowing the lawn, might as well get the alcohol in there. But it's like, I like those big insulated water bottles. It stays cold. You can put the cap on it, put it on the ground. Doesn't matter. No one knows you're drinking a cocktail, which that might be construed as. I think that's a very underrated summer lawnmower drink.
Okay.
I have a very large farm, so we call it tractor drinks.
Yeah.
And the rows just get really wobbly. But I do a ginger ale. I do ginger ale lemonade bourbon.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. That sounds good.
Very bubbly. And you can put it in, those big 40-ounce big gulp cups. Those are really good as well. Nobody knows you're drinking.
Oh, yeah.
You just have to wear big sunglasses.
Right.
And everybody, like, people look at me and they're like, you're like, what are you doing up there? And I'm like, I'm not drinking.
Right.
And
I'm not drinking if that's what you're asking. No, we're not asking that at all.
Cup. It's just, not bourbon and stuff. So, kind of like equal parts.
Okay.
Not with equal parts bourbon and
20 ounces bourbon, 20 ounces lemonade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a big sweet tea person really, but sweet tea and bourbon is refreshing sometimes when it's real hot.
Sweet tea and bourbon. Okay. I'll say this: I'm not a rocks guy at all, but I'll tell you what. In the summertime, like you're out and the barbecue's going, and maybe a lower proof bourbon with a single rock in it, it's not bad. That's you're out standing out on the patio or on the deck. I think it's not a bad thing. I think
so. That's post lawn mowing.
Yeah, that would be post lawn mowing. Yeah, but it's lawn mowing season. But yeah,
you know what is a bad thing though, in a way.
What's that?
Like having bourbon neat in a glass that's like a solid 115 degrees in the glass. I mean, maybe there's some street cred for sipping on that, but man, on a hot
day, it's bad. It's like, the reverse of, remember when Dimitri on the previous show was talking about how great it is for like a high proof, high rye bourbon by the fireplace. Imagine taking that exact same one on a St. Louis day where it's like 100 degrees heat index. You couldn't drink it. You couldn't get through that. There's no way.
It'd be gone. It would evaporate. You'd be sitting there.
I guess. Yeah. That's what you'd actually be hoping for, because you don't want to drink it.
That's just a punishment. Like, don't do that to yourself.
No.
There's no need.
Ice is valid on a hot day, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I've actually heard that in Scotland, they cut their grass with peach flavored scotch.
Makes sense. That's where it all goes to, I guess. During lawn mowing season, they buy all the bottles, and you don't really ever see it hit the market. That's why we're not familiar with it. So,
and it never gets hot there.
Huge.
Yeah, it never gets hot there. That's true. So yeah, that's interesting. Anything else? Any other tips?
Stumpy's has some of those premixes.
Yeah.
Some of those premixes that he makes, those are kind of fun on the summertime.
Yeah. Freddie Noe would tell you their new those new Beam products that they've got, the seltzers. They got a highball one, and then they've got a ginger one. So yeah.
I was going to mention those. Yeah, the Jim Beam, the Beam canned cocktails. Those would be good on a hot day, probably.
Yeah, that works for that time of year for sure. So yeah, there you go. There's our ideas. So get out if you've got some, let us know. And so we're getting to that time of year. So good stuff. All right, we'll wrap up this show as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Dimitri, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram under Dimitri_Cain. That's with a C-A-I-N. And then at Nobletons on Instagram. That's Nobletons. Or you can also come out here and visit us in the beautiful Marthasville, Missouri, for a tour and a tasting.
There you go. Kathy, how about you? Where can people find you?
They can find me cutting the grass and drinking Kentucky Mules, or on Facebook at Kathy Cool.
All right. Lenny, how about you?
Yeah, you can find me and the rest of Deer Hammer not mowing the lawn at Deer Hammer on the web at deerhammer.com. You can also order all of our stuff shipped to your door, and you can come visit us in beautiful Buena Vista, Colorado, and not sweat.
Okay. McNew, how about you? Where can people find you?
I am on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out, because everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right. Great job today, gang. For our audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Guys.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen, or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.